Today I'm going to show you guys how I do my makeup when I am traveling. So usually when I'm going on a very long flight, I don't like to wear too much makeup or none at all, but today I have an entire full day before we actually get on the plane and I need to look presentable. So I'm gonna just do a little bit of makeup and I'm gonna walk you through all of that. So let's get started. Also, I have a visitor here and here. So, you know, just wanna put my best face forward. So first and foremost, you wanna start with a really good moisturizer. So something that's really hydrating, because when you're in the air, that's when you can get really, really dry. You know, the higher elevation just means that all that moisture in your face is getting sucked out and you don't want that. So today I'm using the Peter Thomas Roth Water Drench Hyaluronic Cloud Cream Hydrating Moisturizer. This is the first time I'm using this, but it just sounds like heaven, so we're gonna test it out. And hyaluronic acid is amazing for your skin. Oh, it feels good. Oh, this feels good. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, that feels like heaven. Then I'm going to use an eye cream. I'm gonna go into my Celavive Hydrating Eye Essence. This is just something I normally always do before applying makeup because I want my under eye area to be nice and hydrated. I want to prevent any bags and puffiness. So I'm gonna use that. All right, next is foundation for my base. Now I do wanna have a little bit of coverage, but I want it to be more like a tinted moisturizer. I don't have a tinted moisturizer aside from my Tarte CC cream that I really, really like right now, but I wanted to try something different. So I'm gonna take my Cover FX Natural Finish Oil-Free Foundation and I'm gonna mix that with the LXMI Goddess Glow. So this is like a beautiful, beautiful pinky highlighter. So I'm going to take a little bit of the Cover FX first, and I'm going to put a little bit of this. So I'm gonna actually over-index on the Glotion, if you will, because I want my skin to really breathe through and just be more luminous. I'm just gonna take my hands. So just a really pretty glow going on there. Okay, now I do have two little breakouts, and so I'm gonna show you guys when you want your skin to still be luminous, but you want it to cover up everything, any imperfections. I'm going in with my Tarte CC. This is the clay corrector. And this is in medium tan. And I'm just taking that with my finger and pressing it in. I did do a little video on this, on how I correct. So I'm gonna show you guys that. How I correct imperfections, but basically I'm just gonna take this and pat it in. And I'm gonna go to my Tarte Shape Tape. And for the parts where you have any breakouts, you actually should use your finger. I used the applicator, but this is just going on my skin, but that is a great way to help prevent spreading any bacteria. And then just really blend out the edges. I'm just gonna take my Coty Airspun powder in Naturally Neutral with my e.l.f. blush brush. This is something typical for me, and I'm just going to set pretty much my under eyes. I don't want to set too much because, again, I'm going to be in the air and it's going to be drying, so just a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to contour and bronze a little bit. I'm going to use my LA Colors palette. This is $5 and this is in medium deep. I'm going to take my Sephora Pro Airbrush blush brush, so Pro Airbrush angled blush brush. I'm going to take this color right here and this color, and I'm just going to carve out a little bit right there. See that? Same on this side. And when I don't like to wear too much makeup, I love to just use color instead of actual cream contour. I absolutely love this palette and it's $5. I mean, I don't know how much better you can get with that. And then I still like to go in over with my Milani bronzer. And this is in Soleil. So whatever bronzer you like, I just like to add a little bit of color, warmth to my face. I feel like this is where everything looks nice and healthy and not too sallow. So like I feel like sometimes when I'm traveling, I tend to look really tired because I am. And so I just want my skin to look really nice and fresh. So this helps that. I'm gonna just color in my brows a little bit. I'm using my Daiso pencil, or actually this one I found a great alternative to, and it is the LA Colors eyebrow pencil. For eyeshadow, I'm taking my Tarte in Bloom palette, one of my absolute favorites. This is probably something I would travel with a lot. So I'm just going in with this, and I'm gonna take a very neutral color, so Sweetheart and Smarty Pants, these two right here. I'm gonna just take those and just literally cover my lid with it. So I start with the crease, kind of build out color, and then go down to the lid. That's it. That is what I do. So crease, kind of build it out, and anything that's left over, bring it down to the lid. And then I'm just gonna take a smaller pen. I'm gonna take this color Rebel right here, the darker one, and I'm going to just give me some color under my bottom lash line. And then let's curl lashes, put on a little mascara by Terry, Dual Lash Expert. I really like this stuff right now. And I'm putting on a very thin coat because again, I'm gonna be like out and about, and then when you're on the plane and you're sleeping, my lashes tend to hit my lower eyes and I just don't want it to like flake off or anything. So I will take some makeup removers. I'm just gonna put on a little bit of blush, and I'm gonna go in with my, here we go. For blush, I'm gonna go in with my Kevyn Aucoin. And I love this because this is the Neo Blush in Pink Sand. And I like this because it has like some natural highlight in it, but it's a beautiful pinky color that just looks good on so many skin tones. I've tried it on darker colors, like darker browns than me. Looks really nice. And then I'm just gonna follow up with a tiny bit of highlighter. Highlight, we need our highlight to be popping. Take that same brush I was using for my blush brush and just put it on the tops of my cheek. And we're gonna just set it. Setting spray. This is my Cover FX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. I want everything to be really nice and glowy. All right, and to finish this off, I'm just gonna go in with my Nars Orgasm Lip Balm. Love this stuff because it's just sheer but hydrating. Adds that pretty pop of color. And you guys, this is pretty much it. The hair is another story. We don't have time to deal with that right now. And honestly, on the plane, I just don't care. But this is pretty much the look I would do if I was, you know, heading off to the airport and just wanted to look really fresh-faced or look put together. And it's normally what I would do on a regular basis. However, my base would probably just be a little bit more coverage if I wasn't going anywhere. But because I want my skin to be really hydrated and just kind of more luminous on the airplane, because I do tend to get really dry and we tend to get drier skin on the airplane, I used this with the LXMI mixed in, and I really like the way it feels. One thing that I did do in this video is make sure whatever tools you're using, you use separately or different from the ones that you're using for any open acne or active acne. If you have like an existing imperfection that you've picked, make sure you use a different beauty blender or brush. So I tend to use 3 or 4 at any given time, just because whether it be colors or different parts of my face that I'm using it for, or also if I have specific open cuts or anything like that, I'm using a different one just so I'm not spreading bacteria. So I just wanted to mention that. Same thing with things like concealers, any open applicators that you're using. just make sure the applicator you're not directly touching with your skin that has any open active wounds. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. Please do give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.